Alrighty, hello, test test. Welcome to the very first episode, hopefully more, of the Far-Flung Adventures, a D&D story. This is my D&D group that I've been playing with for quite a while, a number of years. And we are beginning a new story where you playing the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign by Wizards of the Coast. Any images or text seen is property of Wizards of the Coast from the fan content policies. So, unofficial fan content this is. And we have some music as well. I'd like to thank at the beginning of the stream YouTuber Travis Savol for allowing me to use his music in this stream. Very gracious. If you're interested in checking out his music, there's a link below the Twitch stream in the panels for you to check. Some other music, more ambiance, atmospheric type music, is also Mab Music TTRPG on YouTube. Also in the panel description on Twitch. And if you're watching this on YouTube, afterwards, it'll be in the description there as well. So, those are the main announcements. As you see on the screen, we are using a software called Fantasy Grounds. And we've switched over from Roll20. Fantasy Grounds has some really cool automation features to speed things along. But we are all new to the software. So forgive us if there are some learning steps to be taken from me as well. But I am the DM of this group, and I am going to run the group through this story. We're called the Far-Flung Adventures because we're from all around North America. I'm the only Canadian, though. Say that again? Okay, it seems like I need to do a little bit of troubleshooting because my players' voices are not coming through. One moment about that. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. Okay, what did you call me again?
I said you're a traitor.
Yeah, they heard that loud and clear now. I am the trader because I'm up in Canada, eh, with the mooses. Anyway,
Sugar, it's just you're so far north. We don't know what to do with you anymore.
yeah, I'm so far north. I'm in Icewind Dale. So now what we're gonna do is we've already done some session 0 stuff about planning the campaign. So everybody has logged on. And I'm just going to give a little bit of a introduction to this campaign. So let me just bring up the introduction. Okay. Icewind Dale has become trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world, exceedingly treacherous. This land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, Darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame Aro the Frostmaiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing, a powerful spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements, known as 10 towns. They drop off in caravans coming from the south and travel between settlements, and this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling pretty isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frostmaiden with different kinds of sacrifices, no respite from this winter fury seems to be forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourselves, 10 Towns is a place to test one's mettle, and in the spirit of heroes who have come here before you, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. Now, our story, as I have randomly chosen the starting location, is a place, one of 10 towns, called Caer-Konig. And I'm going to see if I can share the map of Caer-Konig with you guys. Because you will know the general layout of Caer-Konig. Alright, did the map appear for you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so Caer-Konig is... you can see Kelvin's Cairn, which is a huge 1,500 foot tall mountain. It kind of looms over this small town. And the Lake Dinneshere is right next to it, a lakeside town. There are some ruins of a castle, probably destroyed long ago. The castle is this place gets its name from the castle, but it's been long ago destroyed. Pretty much every 10-town settlement has its own history. But figuring out that history is probably something yet to come. So you guys know the general places, like the Northern Light is the inn in Caer-Konig. But we're going to start this adventure as you just arriving to Caer-Konig. And I'm going to see if I can put some music. Okay. So, as you guys are arriving, oops, sorry. What do you guys want to do? As you arrive, what's your first stop?
I would say we go to the tavern.
Well, let's hit the inn first so we can secure a room. Then we can worry about drinking. Looks like I think there's a couple of inns in this place. A couple of taverns anyway. So there's going to be plenty of it.
Oh, I thought the tavern and the inn were the same thing.
Well, I think there's two. Let's make sure we get rooms first before we start drinking. I don't want to try to have to carry somebody up to a bedroom and realize there's no rooms available. I'm not sleeping in the horse stalls again.
It would also behoove us to procure some more warmer clothing
you want lightweights.
All right, to an inn.
So which one?
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one.
Well, I know the Northern Light is a tavern, but I'm not sure if it's also an inn. If we go there, we can at least ask if they have rooms, and if not, could they point us in the direction of rooms?
Yeah, Northern Light sounds good, and then we can work on other things.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. As the five of you are heading towards the Northern Lights, this town immediately, you see the terraced rows of houses receding from the lake, giving this town a kind of amphitheater vibe, like seats in an amphitheater radiating out from the frozen lake. The docks have been destroyed, broken, completely unfunctional. As you head to the Northern Lights, you see a lantern that's, a lantern, like, pole right on the front door, something that you usually hang lanterns from. But there's no lantern there. Do you enter?
What time of day is it?
The time of day... Okay, the time of day is just before noon.
Okay.
However, there's no sun here, so it's still pretty dark.
Dark. Yeah. Okay.
You can expect dim light and no bright light.
Cautiously, I would enter.
But you do, as you walk there, you do see people, making their way. It's not a very busy town, but there are people. As you enter, the establishment it's quaint and classy, but not a very rowdy place like some other inns would be. You see a human woman at the front. She is pretty young, maybe 19, 20 years old, around there. And she is currently smiling as you guys enter, with a bright smile.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Northern Lights. It is so good to see customers. Please come in.
Haven't had travelers in lately?
Well, this place is not, it's not your most popular town, but, we are trying our best,
Understandable.
We're only a population of 150 here.
Well, 155 right now. I assume you would have some rooms available?
Sorry, could you say that again?
I said I assume you would have some rooms available?
Yes, of course. The Northern Light is welcome to anyone. You suddenly hear another female voice from somewhere in the back yell, "Is that customers? Are they ordering food?" She sighs and says, "Not yet. I'll let you know." Sorry about that.
It's all right. Probably will order food.
Would you like
How
to?
much
We,
it?
we have a great table right here for you guys to just take your clothes off and we got the fires ready. And
Oh, I didn't know that it was that kind of establishment.
yeah. Not all your
You meant-
clothes, I mean, just.
Chime,
Oh, all right.
leave your clothing on. He meant take your cloaks off.
That's what I meant, yes.
Oh.
How much are the rooms?
Oh, the rooms are 2 silver per person.
It's not bad.
We don't all need separate rooms. Probably get with only 2 rooms.
I was thinking.
Might we get a discount if one of us doesn't use a bed?
We double up.
I was thinking we could double up. Girls in one room, boys in the other.
That's fine with me. Can we circle back to the not using a bed, though?
Ground's fine. Too.
Trin, you've known me long enough. I've rejected most comforts of the world.
Okay, well,
If you all want to take your own beds, I'd be willing to give a group discount.
Yeah, we only need 2 rooms, 4 beds, 3 beds. Doesn't matter.
You seem like good folk. I'll knock down the price. And as soon as you hear that, you hear something crash in the back room. As a older woman, maybe 30s, late 30s. Actually, no, sorry, late 20s, early 30s. She kind of looks like an older, more mature woman, but similar facial features to the woman you're talking to. And she bursts out of the back room and scowling, she says, "No discounts. What did I tell you, Ali? They pay all the same, no discounts. No special accommodations for anyone."
Is this your younger sister?
Yes, this is my unexperienced, immature younger sister.
Oh, I was asking the original. I was trying to.
The younger, she just says,
A little charm to the old one.
"This is my older sister, yes. My
Oh.
name is Ali, this is Corey."
Oh,
We-
I thought she was younger.
No, I'm the youngest.
We weren't asking for any special pricing, just not a room for each of us. We're used to sleeping and sharing rooms and such, so that's the only reason. Looking to keep costs down. Plus, then it allows us to order food and drink and the like.
Well, Corey says it's 2 silver per room. That includes 1 meal as well in that price. 1 meal for the day.
Right. Well, if we're getting 2 rooms, that's 2 meals. And then we get 3 more meals on top of that. Buy 3 more meals on top of that. How much would that be?
Sorry, say that again, 2 rooms?
Right, 2 rooms, one for the boys, one for the girls, and then we just need 3 more meals on top of that if those rooms come with meals.
Yeah, that'll be, she starts thinking in her head. That would be 5 silver and 2 copper.
All
I
right,
think silver. Here you go. Keep it.
All right.
Okay, now what? Do we want to just kind of pop a squat and figure out what we're going to do?
Well, as you guys sit down in the middle table that was provided, let's go ahead and introduce the party to everyone. So let's start at the top here of Fantasy Grounds. We've got left to right on my screen anyway is Ashtar, all the way to Mialin. So let's start with you, Ashtar. Why don't you describe your character appearance and what you're playing?
My name is Ashtar Chime. I'm a tiefling who spent more time alone in this world than with anyone. I've traveled very far and met up with these far-flung people and decided to hone time itself. My craft is I worship time. Now, I'm no cleric, I'm no paladin. I'm very simply dressed in a light leather strappings on my shoulders and long flowing robes on my legs. And a very odd hook-clasped leatherish cloak around my neck. If you can see my picture, I am an all-white tiefling. Very rare to find us among this world. And I'm usually a very quiet person. But when I have an opinion, you'll know. And he sits down at the table.
All right. Next to the right is Chime.
Alright. Chime is a relatively tall, long-haired calico tabaxi. She's got some simple clothes on, and you can see she has like some tinker's tools all around her belt. And she's a simple cat. She's really sweet, and if you ask her, she'll talk about her family for days. She is a sorcerer. I'll let everyone find out what kind later. And she's just a simple, sweet little cat. Likes a spot of tea. And she'll sit down at the table with Ashtar.
All right. And next we have Vonrick.
Yeah, Vonrick, Ironfist. He's a shorter than most, most characters, but he's actually kind of tall for a dwarf. He's a mountain dwarf. Black hair, shock of white on his eyebrows, and a little bit in his beard. He's got a shield, warhammer. He is a cleric. Very cut, dry, to the point type. Doesn't like to mess around. Likes to get things done. We'll go over. First mug that's put on the table, he makes sure to grab. For as cold as the area is, it's a little off-putting. Doesn't have any sleep. Bare arms are out. He doesn't even bat an eye at it. So,
Alright. Trin?
Hi. Trin is a younger than average adventurer, probably early 20s. She's got shoulder length, kind of wavy, coppery blonde hair, green eyes, always has a smile on her face, always seems a little bit happier than probably the occasion calls for. She's dressed in kind of like shabbier clothes. They're well kept, but they're obviously hand-me-downs. She has a long bow that she keeps over one shoulder, and over the other shoulder she has a long rifle that looks like it hasn't been used in probably several years. And she is here for a good time, not a long time. And she is a human fighter. And she's gonna kind of flop into a chair next to Vonrick and kick her feet up on the table.
Alright. And lastly, we have Mialin Bunny Ears.
Mialin Bunny Ears. Bunny Ears was given to me by my friends, mainly because I have big floppy ears. I am a furbolg. My fur, as you can see, is kind of a blue-gray color. There's an arrow. There's a bow across my back, and I'm carrying a quarterstaff.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I was looking through something trying to find. She's about 7 feet tall. Because she's a furbolg, which is part giant. So yeah, I'm pretty big. And she's, as if you couldn't tell by the quarterstaff and the bow, she's a ranger. And she is dressed in kind of browns and greens and things, and she looks like she would be much more comfortable if she was in the forest instead of in here.
Perfect. Alright, so that is the adventuring party. And let's continue from now you've all introduced each other, you're sitting at the table in the Northern Light. You've paid for some rooms and food. And as you've been sitting here for a few minutes, let's say 15-20 minutes, there are some people who've come into the inn here. This is an inn, not a tavern. But there is a bundled up figure, like just completely bundled up in warm weather clothing, cold weather clothing that makes them warm. And they've been eyeing you for a good while now. It looks like that figure is gonna stand up, and start walking up to you briskly.
Is there any recollection in his face, or is he just a passerby that wants to talk?
Let's have the first roll of the campaign. Perception check, please.
You said he briskly walks over, so if he's walking quickly, my hand will kind of fall down a little bit and grab the haft of my warhammer.
Alright.
Just in case.
What?
Whoa.
Alright. 19. Ashtar,
Nice.
you can see that, this is actually a rolled a bundle of clothing and you couldn't tell. This is actually a woman approaching you. This is a, elven woman, maybe half-elf. Still hard to tell. She doesn't seem to have any weapons on her at all. Just a bag full of stuff and, just approaching you. Is there anything specifically more than I said that you wanted to know?
Well, as she's walking up and I see, a woman, I instinctively though reach for my wrists and I'll twist and tighten the wraps that cover most of my hand and wrists up to the forearm. And I'll reach down to the ground and just kind of lay my hand on my quarterstaff. And I was wondering if I had any recollection of the trappers in town that I'm familiar with.
No, not recollection.
Okay. And she doesn't seem like she recognizes us at all?
No, it doesn't seem to recognize.
Okay.
She does, unless you're doing it in a sneaky way, she does notice both of you kind of start holding, weapons, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't pick it up. I just kind of drop my hand so it has clasped the haft, but it's still sitting head down on the ground, and I'll just
Okay.
afternoon.
Yeah. I'm just putting my hand close to it so like my fingertips can just wrap around it if needs be.
Alright.
If she gets close enough to see Chime's face, she'll notice little cogwheels have started spinning in Chime's eyes.
Ooh.
Trin's just gonna pull out a chair with one foot and, hello, friend. Would you like to have a seat?
Yes, I would. You guys look really interesting. Can we talk?
I mean, I love to talk. What did you have a
course, love.
specific subject in mind?
Well, yes. I'm correct though, right? Your adventures and possibly looking for work or trouble or.
It's so refreshing to know people have heard of us.
Well, it's a little column A, little column B. Work, trouble, whatever comes first.
What can I help you with?
You probably wouldn't be standing around in this cold if you weren't adventurers. Adventurers
Not
come by
cold.
all the time.
Who's cold? You guys are cold?
I'm bleakly frozen. I've turned white.
Thought you always were. My fault.
She takes off the scarf and headgear, and you see a thin half-elf woman wearing these very thin spectacles on her face, and she keeps pushing them up closer, and it slides down, and she pushes them up again. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Danica Greysteel. And she extends a hand.
I'll shake her hand. Greysteel.
Yeah.
That's a good strong name.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
It's a good strong dwarvish name.
It does sound dwarvish, doesn't it? Yeah. But I'm half elf. So I was wondering, I was wondering if you could help me with some studies. I'm a scholar here in Icewind Dale, in 10 towns, and I'm looking for someone to help me with studying these peculiar creatures that I've been noticing are coming around.
What kind of creatures?
Some sort of I don't know much, hence the studying, but some sort of elemental spirit of some kind. They've had many names. I believe there's a land it's way down south, so far from us. I think they used to call them chewingas.
That's out from Cholt.
Oh, you're familiar
My-
with it?
Well, Tabaxi are native to Cholt. Now, granted, my family moved ages back, but we still tell stories of the homeland, as Granny would put it. But yeah, those are from Cholt.
What? Yeah. Are they not known to travel up this far?
I've never heard of them.
I ain't never heard of them coming this far north.
Well,
But
I think everybody knows at this point that we've been suffering through this eternal winter. It's been going on for a little over 2 years now.
Yeah, somebody pissed somebody off. Some deity off.
Sorry, what was that?
I said somebody pissed some deity off.
Yeah, it's Oil, the Frostmaiden, the god of winter's wrath. They're pretty, they obviously are pretty pissed. Hopefully the sacrifices will eventually get some help. Anyway,
what kind of sacrifices, if you don't mind me asking?
it
Circle back.
depends on the town. It depends it depends on the town. Every town has a different sacrifice, depending on what we feel we can do.
What does Caer-Konig do?
We do the food sacrifice.
Ah, okay.
We essentially just take our own food and do, it's starving a little. That's not good, but anyway, we take our food and leave it out there, and it's taken by the denizens of all the creatures, monsters are all from Oil's wrath, so they are part of her. So when they eat the food, we're giving it to her.
Right.
Okay, so these elemental spirits that you're studying, where exactly are you seeing them?
Oh, they keep popping up in 10 towns.
I mean, isn't 10 towns rather big?
Yeah, it's. I've been trying to study what they're like. If there's any, if it's random or what they keep appearing, but sometimes it's here in Caer-Konig, sometimes it's Bryn Shadar. It's a lot of. I don't know if there's any correlation between the towns yet. But they have this weird ability to like alter their natural surroundings. If I could study one really up close, I think it'd be the key to maybe ending this winter.
So, what exactly would you like us to do? Do you want us to take you to catch one of these things, or do you want us to catch one and bring it back to you? I mean, what kind of task are we talking here?
Yeah, I need to study when I'm close, and I can never get close. So I need someone more physically skilled than me to find one and capture it so I can study it up close.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I mean, if these are the denizens of the deity, don't you think if we were to capture it, that would anger the deity more?
I'm not gonna
Wouldn't
hurt
it
it.
be,
They're innocent
yeah,
little creatures. I'm just gonna do
wouldn't it be
nothing.
better to keep them in to be in their favor more if you were to just come with us and we will help you get closer so you can study what they're doing more?
I mean, any way you can get me to be able to physically examine it, I'm fine with that. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter which way how you go about it. I just need to harmlessly, examine it. I don't even know what are they made of. I don't know. I know very little about these creatures. I
Well,
can offer some payment for this as well.
Oh,
that would be good.
I also have a lantern of tracking that will help you find them.
Okay.
Um, I'd prefer if I probably just would get in the way, but I'll come if you insist. Um, so will you do it all? I can pay
well,
25 gold. I know it's not
20,
much, but
25 gold a person or as a group?
the group.
Oh,
As she
yeah.
pushes the glasses back up.
It's still 25 gold more than we have now.
It's very important for science, you see.
Mm,
Right.
yeah, all right, we'll do it.
Yeah, I have no problem with it as long as you don't hurt them.
I promise I will not hurt a Chibanga. They're really cute little creatures.
They really are, and they are sacred to a lot of peoples in Cholt. And if they found out that you were hurting Chewingas, they might come for your head and any of your descendants.
I understand. It's good thing I don't want any harm to befall them.
Right.
They are very tricky. They like to trick, so they have, yeah, the tricking people. Harmless tricks, but I just like to warn about that.
Oh yeah, I've heard those stories. They'll hide things. They'll sometimes take little things, but overall they're just silly little creatures.
And like I said, I don't know what town this is you're able to find them, so
Yeah, but you said you thing that helps, right?
yeah, I mean it's not an exact science, but it will help.
I thought you were a scientist.
Magic, science, I'm not an artificer, but the lantern of tracking will help.
Great.
I don't expect this to be done in a day's time. This is something that it's no rush. It's just if you happen to go to maybe another town, take the lantern and maybe see if you can find one. It's up to you how expedient you want to do this. I'm in no rush.
So hypothetically, if we catch you a chimichanga, how do we carry it back? Like, how do we get it back to you if you're not coming with us?
Well, I'm not sure. That's something you'll have to figure out.
Hmm. Will it like fit in a box, you think?
It might, yeah.
Well, most of them are real small, so it should.
Mialin, you talk to animals a bunch, don't you? You can talk it into coming with us, hanging out.
It's
Sure.
not an animal.
Yeah, it's a little like an animal, about the same thing.
I can tell you.
No, it's not
Oh.
an animal.
It's a spirit.
Like firewater?
No, more like. Okay, you're a dwarf. Have you ever been in the mines and had something that lived in the stone?
I was kidding. I was moving the conversation along.
Trin says yes.
I'm good for it.
Right. Well, yeah, we can do that. I mean, we need to discuss amongst ourselves a little bit about how we'll best to go about this, but we can do the job for you.
That would be so helpful. I can also tell you, Caer-Konig does not have them. I've already searched here.
Right.
Here.
What cities have had them in it?
Well, it's been random. It's pretty been popping up all over the place. I haven't figured out if there's any pattern. It's quite random.
And you said that they have an effect on on their surroundings. What effect do they have?
They have the ability to alter it, so they can lower, melt ice or freeze water. They can also dive into the snow and become one with the snow, essentially disappearing for without any hope of seeing it. Like, they're very, very tricky.
Tricky is our specialty.
As soon as I think I'm getting close to one, it just hops in some snow and is gone.
We have specialty?
Sorry, what was that?
We have a specialty?
Shut up, dude. Yes, of course we have a specialty. It's being badass and like catching things. Don't you know how to tell stories and like make a name for yourself?
Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, yeah, sure.
I didn't know that you could boast about being an alcoholic and a lush.
Well, not with that attitude.
Touche.
So I've never used this before. This is DM talking. But she's handing one of you the lantern, and I've put it in the party sheet. So hopefully you guys can just take it, maybe? I'm not sure, I've never done it before.
Nice.
Yes.
So I guess one of you can decide who to take it, I guess.
Well, as far as tracking goes, I think Mialin would be the best one to do that. She's been pretty good at tracking before.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Well, I think we could probably wait to go till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, yeah. We only just got into town. It is a mite cold.
So,
Good traveling.
so if I understand correctly, you might be able to drag lantern of tracking from this party sheet into your own sheet.
That's what I was trying to do.
They drag the little dicey looking symbol on the right side. I think that should, there we go. And it should have appeared in the chat. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it does. It puts them in alphabetical order. So I put it at the bottom of my list, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. So I was like, what the hell?
So yeah, and it appeared in the chat as well. Party, and then, yep, there we go.
Awesome sauce.
Alright, so I've also put
Hey, Dan.
Oh.
I have a question for Danica.
Yes.
So now that we've agreed to take on your fetch quest, and we've come to agreement on payment, I think maybe we should talk about half now, half when we come back.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. How do I do it? Oh, there it goes.
15. She kind of gives a bit of a little bit of a stink eye with that comment, but she sighs and she says, "Oh yeah, I guess that is fair." So
We'll even do like now instead, and then 15 later.
oh, 12 gold and 5 silver.
Sure.
Alright, so let's see if I know how to do this. I put it in the I put 12 gold and 5 silver in the party coins.
Nice.
Now, I don't know how to, hold on. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I'm so sorry. I distributed it evenly to all of you.
Sweet.
That's cool. There's 2 gold still left in the party sheet too.
Where's the party sheet?
Under tools.
Yeah.
It's the one that has like the 3 people on it.
Got it. Cool.
So now I know how to distribute to all of you. So each of you got 2 gold and 1 silver. I hope that's alright.
Yeah,
That's
Totally
good.
cool.
great.
Where did the, oh, there's the 2. I haven't distributed the 2.
Just leave it there. Slush fund.
Can I, like, nope, that didn't do anything.
It won't because there's an uneven number of us.
Right, but can you take the 2 in any way? I don't think so.
Oh, that's weird. I originally had 5, now I have 9 because I tried to pull the 2.
Oh yeah.
You gave me 2 from distributing. That took me to 7, and I tried to pull the 2 gold pieces, and it took me up to 9. But the 2 is still listed in the thing.
Okay. Well, that's
Oh.
interesting.
I would just leave the 2 in the party sheet, so we can start building a slush fund.
The party coins, though, is 59 gold and 9 silver. That's what all of you are carrying. Ashtar time, according to this, 7 plus 1. You should have 8.
I just took down the 9 back down to 7 coins because I had 5 before.
Okay.
I had 5 gold coins and 0 of anything else. And now with the 2 that your distribution gave me, it should have 7 gold and 1 silver.
7 gold and 1 silver, yeah. That's what it says.
Yeah, that's what I just changed it back to 7 gold.
Okay, I think I need to figure the party sheet out better.
But I was saying, just a minute, if you watch, when I'll grab the 2 gold pieces out of the party fund, or out of the party sheet, and I'll drop them on my sheet. It brings me up to 9, but it left 2 coins in the party sheet.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, well, I'll figure it out later, I guess.
And it won't let me change that to 0, so I'll just change mine back to 7. So we're not making mistakes.
But then I need to give you guys the 2 somehow. Alright,
No, just leave it in there. Just leave it in there for now.
Well, I mean, 2 gold is the same as 20 silver, right?
Yeah.
That would be, if you change that from gold coins into silver, because I can't change it, you can, I guess. And then you could distribute 20 silver. That would give us each. Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
And that would take it out of the party sheet.
Okay. There you go. So it's all distributed now. I'll have to figure out how to do party sheet more. I'll look up some tutorials. Anyway, so I've also put a quest in the party sheet. I don't know what that does exactly. But maybe that's if we were doing experience points. Which we're not. Anyway, sorry for that brief hiatus. You've accepted the quest. We distributed the item and the down payment. So what would you guys like to do now?
Well, I think Chime wanted to get shit-faced.
No, I did not want to get shit-faced. I only mentioned the tavern because a lot of times taverns are also inns.
I know you were focusing a lot on the tavern part.
Allie hears this, and she says, are you needing help with this guiding around town? Directions?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've only just got here, and we don't really know much about the place.
You know,
I know.
One place we'd really love to know the location of is like a shop that sells warm clothes.
I forgot to tell you guys, you would have all had cold weather gear pre-purchased for this campaign.
Warmer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
cold weather gear. That's all purchased beforehand. Which
Yeah, but
includes,
they're all light and get cold still.
yeah, you don't have to roll for cold susceptibility if you have this gear. The basics, like, scarf, cloak, mittens, etc. Anyway, she says if you're looking for the tavern in Caer-Konig, that would be the hook, line, and sinker. Pretty close to here. Just about 200 feet or so. Bit more, maybe 250. Yeah, the tavern is pretty cool. I mean, it's people like the tavern a lot. Mostly because the proprietor gives free drinks.
Oh,
That's interesting.
why?
Well, free tasters, I mean. Not free,
Oh,
you know.
I was like, that's no way to run a business. But what do I know?
Well, I mean, aside from the never-ending winter, is there anything else going on in this town? Like, your docks are all destroyed. It seems kind of run down. Is there stuff like issues in town?
Well, not connected what you just said, but I don't know if I should say.
Oh, come on, you can trust that.
Hang on a moment. And she leaves to go to the back room. And you hear arguing and shouting. Well, maybe they can help. But don't say that so loud. We don't know them. And it's back and forth. About 5 minutes later. Oh, did you want to do something?
I was gonna go eavesdrop if I can.
Vonrick would yell back, I can hear you guys, and you said help. What do you need done?
It's suddenly very quiet.
Have any fun?
As the two girls come out of the room looking embarrassed. But the person who's taking the reins on this conversation is gonna be the other sister. Hang on.
Corey?
Yeah. Corey is gonna approach all of you and says, if you're looking to help, we could use some help. But it's, I mean, your question before, Ali said, I mean, that's just the history of Caer-Konig. I could go on about that. But I'm sure you're not interested. But help.
I love stories.
Okay, Ali can tell you. But anyway, if you're really wanting to help us, there is something you could do. I don't know if you noticed that empty peg out in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we kind of had a bit of a situation. But yeah, it's our lantern is kind of missing.
Well, why don't you just get a new lantern?
Nah, this is a very special lantern. It's the Northern Lights. It's what gives us our name. It's very special to us.
Someone stole your magic lantern?
Yeah. We think.
Any idea who?
You know, the speaker of the town would probably be able to, well, probably, I don't know. It really depends. You might want to speak if you can to the speaker.
The speaker.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you're new here. Every town in 10 towns has what's called a speaker. It's someone that is elected as kind of like the mayor, who is the one who's making decisions for the good of the town.
Sounds terrible.
Depends on your speaker.
What's your speaker's name?
Trovis.
Cholvis?
Trovis, yes. But I
Is
want.
he a good?
It's
So-
hard to say good.
That's a no.
He's good. But he's also a drunken guy.
So not good.
I mean, oh, sorry about that. So, that's
Is
not.
he a dwarf or a human?
He is a dragonborn.
Whoa,
Oh.
cool.
Drunk dragonborn. I don't know if how well. I mean, if he was a dwarf and he was drunk, like we think better drunk. That's
We do.
you know.
That's correct.
So
Speaking of
the name
drunk,
like that, he was going to be a troll.
A troll.
not Trollvus, Trollvus. Trlvus.
I was close.
So I would just kind of look for him and passed out in the snow somewhere. That's where I would look first.
What type of
And that's actually
ancestry?
help. Sorry?
What type of dragon ancestry does Trollvis come from?
Oh, I believe he's a silver. Is what he is, yeah. Silver.
Sweet. Silver. Okay. All right. So Trollvis will know more about this missing Northern Lights lantern.
Well, yes and no. I mean, we do know some stuff. I can.
Okay. What do you?
Okay.
come on out with it. Let's go.
I mean, were you here when it was stolen? How long has it been gone?
what does it look like?
Do you have any suspects?
Who did you piss off for it taken?
Nobody's so
Well,
paranoid. Some people off.
Ali speaks up and says, the town feels that, well, not feels, we haven't a lot of break-ins and robberies lately. But there's never any potential culprit, nothing. No witnesses.
I mean, I know this is a pretty, us included, transient town. Has there been any new faces that have, seem a little suspect?
No, not really. I mean, adventurers don't even come by that often. Not to this part of 10 towns.
So probably then. Cool.
Yeah, nobody especially new standing out.
Anybody dislike you in particular?
No, I think no. No. We've run a great establishment here.
Right,
there
but-
is a set of tracks that have been left by the break-ins. Always towards the direction of Calvin's Cairn, which is the big mountain.
Right.
Like humanoid tracks or like creatures or something with 3 toes that should probably have more than 3 toes.
I'm not sure. Ali says, I think they were dwarves, and Corey says, that's ridiculous. what dwarf would steal? Like, no. All
Like
the
lots of
dwarves,
Exactly.
dwarves.
all the
I
dwarves
mean,
are very nice.
quite a few dwarves steal. It's not like a
Quite a few of every race can
thing.
steal. I mean, my own brother is kind of a pickpocket.
Is your brother a dwarf?
Obviously not, if he's my brother.
Families come in all shapes, Chime.
All right. Can
No,
we
he
get
fell out my mom like I did.
So, like, we assume, we accept, no, accept's not the right word. We understand why maybe food or ale might be stolen, but we have no reason why there's no reason that our lantern would be stolen. Like, it's not anything, it's just changes colors. That's it, it's just
Ooh.
something,
Well, it's shiny and it's yours, so it is something.
I mean, I
Right,
guess.
And depending on the person, they could have just taken it for try to sell it.
You wouldn't even get much for that, like, a potion of healing costs more than that.
Right, but if
We
somebody's
have
kind of a
nothing.
drunk or something, they might not be thinking that clearly. They're just thinking, oh, shiny thing that I can get money for.
Chloe suddenly gets a little bit upset. No dwarf did this. You know how I know? Because someone would have spotted them. Or caught them. I know I would
mean,
have. There's
Dwarves can be
something
kind of creepy.
there's something else going on here, I know. Besides, if they are stealing food, why would they steal the lantern and not the food?
Well, I guess that is part of the mystery. So say we agree to find your lantern.
Hmm.
Is there like a reward involved?
Well, we can't really give much coin, if any.
I
We're
mean,
just trying our best to stay afloat here.
Well, I
Um,
mean, if this is break-ins throughout the entire town, I'm sure the speaker would have access to funds for the town and would be able to take care of that.
that's a big if. We are very poor here. The
Well,
Caer-Konig is we don't have much. We just try to get by. But what I can do is I can refund your rooms and foods. And or even throw in a few beer flagons.
hey, Chime, did you hear that?
I don't drink.
Mhm.
I drink tea.
And
Oh,
the beds will be here indefinitely for you.
well, you keep what I gave you for tonight. You
Well,
guys need to make some money, but we'll see what's going on and we'll go from there.
well, yeah, I'm keeping it. I don't have my lantern.
Well, yeah,
Chloe
but I'm
says.
saying in general.
So, does that mean you're gonna help us?
We'll look into it for you, see what we can do.
Right, we can't make any
Alright.
promises because depending on what they've done with the lantern, we can't guarantee that we can get it back.
But we'll try.
Alright, well, should I show you where the footprints were?
Yeah.
Alright, they're at the back of the inn here.
Oh, so this just happened today?
No, the location of it, I don't. The snow has already covered them.
Okay.
So she will take you guys out the back to behind the inn. You can see the mountain in the distance, and she points to the ground and then puts her arm up as if she's drawing a line, saying this is where they were, and they led up that way into the mountains.
What does the terrain look like leading out that back way towards the mountain?
It starts as just rolling tundra hills, snowy hills, and banks, and once you get further, it gets more rocky, but all snow covered and difficult.
Okay.
If you are, Ali says, if you are gonna help us, you should probably go to Frozen Far expeditions. See if you can get yourself like a dog sled or something.
Okay. Yeah. It'll be
Like-
something.
General store or
No, the Frozen Far expeditions is a adventuring outfitter store.
great.
Since adventurers come through 10 towns so much, there's a lot of these kind of stores.
Mhm.
So would this be like the Dick's Sporting Goods of this world?
Yes.
Okay.
And what was the name of the mountain?
Kelvin's Karen. Kelvin, and then Karen, Cairn. Karen is kind of like a mountain, a short mountain.
Well, if there's been other break-ins and such, we really should try to find this speaker and speak to him and see what he knows, what he can help us. He can give us any information. I mean, if
Yeah,
he knows we're going to look into it and everything like that, then he may even be able to, at least if there's no gold to be had, get us some help from Frozen Far Expeditions.
Corey,
You know,
Corey, who kind of was in the back, well, went to the back after a bit, just kind of laughs, like, to herself, like, and then stops. And Ali just
so
says,
I shouldn't expect much out of him.
Corey then speaks up and says, yeah, unless you want to be pissed on.
He doesn't
Pardon?
want.
Hey,
He
but if
doesn't
you're into
want
that,
to come at me.
Hmm.
but yeah, go to Hook, Line, and Sinker. Just take a look at, I don't know. He's probably there drinking.
If he's not there, where would he be?
I guess you could knock on his house. That'll cheer him up. But sure, yeah, his house is known. It's towards the west side of town.
Mhm.
Pretty close
Okay.
to the ruined castle.
Hmm.
No, I appreciate it. We'll see what we can do. Looks like we got a couple different things to look into.
Okay. Let's head to the hook, line, and sinker.
Right, let's go.
Alright, as you guys head to the hook, line, and sinker, it's still kind of early in the day. So it's not that many people inside. But it is open, and there is a table as you enter by the front door with about 10 half pints of some sort of drink just on the table.
Boy,
Okay.
who can't handle their liquor and left all this to waste?
So it's an empty bar?
There's a few people, I'd say like 4 people, just kind of day drinking.
Are the ales cold?
Um,
I know the atmosphere is generally cold here, but does it look like they're fresh ales that have been abandoned in a haste?
no, they look fresh.
Okay.
As you are entering, you see a, yeah, male, okay. Sorry, that's a half elf male, approaches you and grabs one in each hand, one of these, and shoves them into your hands. Welcome, welcome, try one. Welcome to Hook, Line, and Sinker. I'm Glenn, the proprietor of here.
Glenn?
Yep,
Are
you
these
can call me
tasters?
Glenn.
I'm gonna.
Eagle Dollar, but both people call me Glenn.
Oh, we'll stick with Glenn. Are these the tasters we've heard so much about?
Aha, you've heard of my tasters? I knew you'd be back. It has worked. The system works.
Well, we're not back. This is the first time we've been here, but
Yeah, but
we
somebody
were.
must have told you about my fine tasters.
Well, they just mentioned you offhand one time.
Oh, he looks disappointed.
It's
I
Allie and Corn.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Good gals.
Yeah.
I toss back the taster.
You don't want a taster?
No, I
mean,
get.
she drank it.
Oh, you did glass. Oh. Thank you. How does
Mine's
it?
all.
As you taste it, it is a very, very sweet drink. But it gives you this feeling of wanting more. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
I was gonna say Vonrick, as soon as he handed it to him, would have drank it. So
320.
I mean, it's totally up to you if you want more or not. That's totally up to you. But it is a nice tasting drink.
Yeah, she'll drink another one.
Con save also for Vonrick and whoever else is drinking.
Oh,
Ooh,
Again,
that dwarven constitution.
again, up to you if you want more.
it's a little sweet for my taste.
Ashtar doesn't drink, so he just holds his cup over Vonrick's and pours it into Vonrick's cup.
I mean, I'm not gonna waste already poured alcohol. It's a little sweet for my taste, though.
Chime, are you drinking?
No, thank you. I don't drink.
Oh, I just saw the message, sorry, I'll reshare that.
No rush, but thank you.
Alright, so Mialin, are you drinking?
No, I already stated that I don't trust things like this. Thank you.
Alright.
I drink I drink both Chimes and Mialins.
And I
Um,
drink Ashtars, so
it's only, yeah, I mean, it's only once, so you don't need to roll every time. So yeah, you can, if you, it's sweet, and if you like it, you can have more. If you don't want any more, that's your call. Um, but yeah, it's a nice drink. I'm gonna reshare this map. And yes,
Glenn, that was gross. I will take an ale instead, please, and thank you.
this is the ale.
This is the ale. You don't have just like regular old ale.
I mean, I guess if you want beer.
Yeah, let's
This,
do that. Let's go around to that.
this is my own ale, though. I add a little spice to it.
it's not
I-
spicy, it's sweet.
I admire your entrepreneurship, Glenn, but do not serve this to people.
People seem to really like it.
It's a whole different ball game up here, y'all.
Alright, if you're not cool enough. I get it, it's hurt my feelings. But I get it.
Did you just imply I wasn't cool?
No. You just
Uh,
don't like my drink.
She pulls a dagger from a bandolier across her chest and starts to spin it between her fingers.
Hey, calm down, you're cool, you're very cool.
Trin,
Chime would gently put her hand on top of Trin's and pull it down. Stop.
you
Please
fell
stop.
for the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. Now you know where the name came from.
You get it.
I wasn't gonna
Uh,
stab him.
No, but he got a rise out of you. Not that that's very hard to do, but
I will take an ale, please, and thank you.
Alright.
And Trin goes and sits down, and she's not pouting, but it's clear that she is annoyed.
she's got a little huff in her.
Yes.
Looking around, do I see a silver dragonborn within?
No, you do not.
No speaker.
Hey, has Trovis been by today? We were told to come here to look for him.
Yeah, he was here like an hour ago.
How drunk was he when he left?
You mean, is he Tovis? Tovis, yeah. He was pretty drunk.
Even by his standards. Okay.
Alright. So we have to go find the drunk dragonborn. Lovely.
Did he happen to say where he was going? Could he speak coherently?
He could speak. Not sure where he's going.
Right.
Have you checked the snow?
I looked from the northern lights to here and did not see a silver dragonborn laying in the snow, but
Check-
that was not a far walk.
Check the back.
I'll go walk around the back of the building.
Make a perception check.
What? Oh, whoops. Grab the wrong thing.
Oof. Yeah, there's... Actually, what's your passive perception? It might be pretty high, being Cleric.
Passive perception is a 14.
Yeah, actually that does. You see something stirring in the snow.
Travis, you out here?
In this quiet moment in the town at the foot of Kelvin's Cairn, you see a few bundled up people shuffling between the houses, keeping their heads down. They don't really want to bother you. The snow stirs, and it rises up as somebody stands. Oh, gosh, they're thieves! Thieves, I found them! I found the thieves, creeping bastards. One drink in hand, you see a silver dragonborn.
You didn't find anybody. I found you.
What do you want?
I was looking for you as we're trying to help with the thieves in the town.
Thieves! And he starts swinging the bottle like a weapon. And he
How
belches.
close does he get to me?
Barely at all. He
Not
just
at all.
swings in
Okay.
front of you. In front of him, actually. Wait,
You're
you're not thieves, are you?
First off, I'm one person, so I'm not thieves. And second off, no, I'm trying to help the ladies at the Northern Light and possibly anybody else in this town.
He hiccups. Oh, pardon. My manners. Yeah, you found me. A bit jittery, with all the thieving going on. Trovis, townspeaker. How can I help?
Well, I was hoping you would have more information on the bandits and thieves in the town. And even if you didn't, if you could at least maybe put a good word in up at the inn, or not the inn, the adventurers place, Frozen Far Expeditions, because we're gonna try to follow where the tracks were from the Northern Light and see if we can find who stole their lantern and is also stealing other things in the town.
Yeah, I can maybe talk about that. As he puts the bottle up towards his mouth, nothing
How
comes
about
out. But after I get
you,
some more ale, or
how about
wine, I
you
mean.
talk before so that you remember what you're trying to do instead of getting more drunk?
I do my best stuff, drunk.
You're not a dwarf, so no, you don't.
Come on, I'm gonna head. Let's go talk at the hook, line, and sinker. And he starts stumbling back towards the entrance.
Oh my goodness. Gorm, give me strength.
And as he opens the door, ah, you found them. Trovis, buddy, that's my best customer, Glenn says. Good, good, but out of wine. As I come and right up, buddy. He plops himself down onto a nearby chair after grabbing a taster. So, Dwarf, what can I do? Helping stuff.
Again, do you have any other information on any of the other break-ins? What if anything other than food and drink was stolen, any information whatsoever would be helpful.
Yeah, did you know the lantern? A couple nights ago was stolen.
He's a real winner, this one.
Right.
Trovis?
Corey won't let me hear the end of it. I've been trying to find who's responsible. Hiccup. Yep. But
You haven't been trying to do anything.
I have. I found the tracks.
You found a pile of snow to pass out in.
No, I found the tracks. I have
Did
a
you
knack for
follow?
finding stuff.
Did you follow the tracks? Get anywhere with it?
I don't know. I'm not leaving the town. It goes out of
Have enough
town.
finding the bottom of a bottle.
Coward.
You know, I was an adventurer like you, and we went on adventures into hell, into the mountain, and he keeps going and going. And the beholder attacked us with all the things it does. And the fleshy worm, oh, it killed poor Bob. I kicked the half-logger into a river, watched it float away, while yelling, "Hey, after you!" I tricked a group of kobolds, the thinking I was a dragon, in humanoid form. That was the best. Oh, it was my good times. Ah,
Some great stories.
thank you. I like you.
All right, Trovis.
Right.
How about you do something that's helpful for all of this? Does that sound good?
Yeah, it
Something
sounds
that'll
good.
actually help the town? Okay. So you are going to walk with me over to Frozen Far Expeditions, and you are going to get them, for the good of the town, to loan me a couple of dog sleds so that we can follow where the tracks were going and we can go up into the hills and go up to Kelvin's cairn and find who's up there that would have taken the lantern and any other items that they possibly took from the townsfolk.
Make a persuasion check, but it's at disadvantage, because it's Trovis.
Okay.
If he's doing it at disadvantage, I would like to use my restore balance skill to make it a straight roll.
Whoa, okay. Can you flavor that? How does that work?
Let's see. I use my connection to the plane of absolute order to equalize chaotic moments. When a creature I can see within 60 feet of me is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, I can use my reaction to prevent the roll from being infected. I can use this a number of times, blah, blah, blah. I can flavor it as Chime sees that Vonrick is trying to persuade this very drunk man. She's going to kind of try to tip the scales in his favor. And you see the cogs in her eyes start whirring faster, just going in opposite directions. Like they're both rotating in towards her nose as she kind of quirks her hands like she's trying to level a scale.
Alright. And magically that will... Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Is it just a straight roll for you?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
He... Okay, let me... Yeah, okay, that's what... He says, you know, I don't trust anyone that I haven't had a drinking competition with.
All right, let's go
Hell yeah.
right now.
Really, that was fast. I like that. Let's do it. but it's gotta be wine, 'cause that's my style.
Whatever. I'll drink whatever.
Alright,
Fine.
put it on my tab, you know, Glenn. He's like, I know. And a moment later, he brings some drinks out, and a few patrons crowd around you guys. And
I
they
got it, Trin. Let me handle him.
Never let me have any fun.
3 drinks are provided. I was like, alright, here we go.
As he says, all right, Vonrick's already got 2 of the glasses in his hands and is chugging them. And just pounds them. Doesn't
Two-
even add
two-
an eyelash.
2, eh?
Yep.
Okay, make, I guess, two con saves.
And this doesn't have. This wouldn't be poison, correct?
The poison condition. Eventually, it would be the poison condition.
He's a
So,
dwarf.
sure, why not? That's the big thing about dwarves, that they can drink. So I'll give you advantage.
Wow. That was bad.
Alright, you've succeeded though on the first one. And the second one. And it gets harder each time.
Maybe instead of having a shitty cat that this campaign, we'll have a shitty dwarf.
We do.
Yes!
Wow!
And it's me.
Dude! That's a failure.
Sure, let me do it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think usually you drink at the same time with a drinking competition, so I'll say he downs 2 as well, because you've challenged him. So, let's see this. Okay, it's the first time rolling on the sheet. This is a button. Oh, I forgot to click. Okay, I'll do it. Roll it,
Shadow.
roll it again.
Shadow dice.
The shadow
Okay.
dice are scary.
In a remarkable twist of events, you both chug 2 wine cups, and they both fall down onto the ground simultaneously.
Oh wow. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, Von can take care of himself.
Somehow that was really strong. Vonrick, and you weren't prepared for that. And it just got you really dizzy in a moment. And you hit the ground. And a moment later, you kind of blink and, like, get undizzied from that moment. But it hit you hard at one time.
I stand back up and is he still on the ground?
He's out.
Glenn, what did you give them?
Nothing. It's a normal. Why? Nothing.
He's dead.
Dead? What?
Trin.
What?
Did I pass out before him, or did we both fall at the same time?
Who's to say?
I need to know.
Only one of you's up right now. So I mean,
I slap him awake.
I
Trove,
won. What happened?
You were on the ground. I won.
Make a deception check.
Anybody helping here?
Yeah,
Ch-
sure.
Really? We had to wake you up. He's right here. You.
Yeah, no, roll.
Worth a shot. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be an advantage. It's a
Alright.
6 plus. So
Yeah, you dropped a 6. Yeah, there's no
oh, it
left.
wouldn't.
Sorry?
Yeah. I was gonna say it wouldn't have been an advantage, so it's just 6 and there's no modifier.
Alright. Yeah, I think we'll always take the dropped roll if there's accidental, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, so 6. Oh yeah, no, he's not believing that. He's like, what? No, I swear I just saw you went down too. It was a draw, wasn't it?
I
Glenn,
step on his.
Glenn, what happened, Glenn?
I step on his throat.
Ah, what are you doing?
He won fair and square. You're gonna answer his questions and help him out.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. Oh,
Uh, sorry?
I step harder. She weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet, so it's not doing anything.
He's like, oh, please just stop it. I'll take you there. I can't guarantee anything. I'll take you there.
All right. Let him up.
Oh, fine.
Trovis. When
Yeah.
this is all done, I'll mix you up something real good.
Ew.
Oh, you.
I know a couple brews that I can make for you. I'll get you taken care of.
Oh, deal. Let's go. Whatever.
just
Dog
drive-
sled is yours.
Yep. We need a couple of dog sleds to get us up to Kelvin's cairn.
You got it, buddy.
Sounds good.
I'll be looking for those special ales. I like them hard. Don't
I didn't
shy.
say it was going to be ale. I was going to brew something. I didn't say it was going to be ale.
But
You'll
it's gonna
like
have
it.
alcohol, right?
Am I a dwarf?
It's gonna have alcohol.
Of course, it's going to have alcohol.
Alright. He puts his hand around, his arm around, like yours, but bending down a bit. I was like, alright,
All right,
let's go.
let's go. Come on.
Me and my new friend, Dwarf
Vonrick.
and Vonrick?
Vonrick.
And his friends.
Yes.
Right, you have to like hold him basically as he's stumbling out. The whole way he keeps talking about more of his probably unbelievable past. You're not sure what's real or what's fake. He also says on the way, it's not just the lantern. A pair of goats was also stolen from here, the hook, line, and sinker.
Did you say goats?
Yeah, that's what I said, goats.
What about the goat?
Right.
Do they scream or faint?
I don't know, they're gone.
Somebody stole the goats?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's
Do y'all
downright
have
mean.
like, security here or like some sort of what are they, like protection agencies or anything like that?
Not in this town. We got nothing but Yeah, nothing.
Cool.
I mean, if there's a large-scale attack, we can muster some townsfolk that can fight, but no guards, nothing, no patrols, nothing.
All right. Well, you're gonna help us out, and we're gonna help you out, and then that's gonna make the townsfolk even happier with you.
Great.
I mean, heck, if we are able to find the goats for the hook, line, and sinker, he may even wipe out some of your tab.
Even greater too.
When was the last time you paid your tab?
Uh,
That's
I
what I thought.
don't
Never mind.
know.
No
When
wonder this
when did
town.
winter start?
3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, let's go with that. The other thing that was stolen was a small sack of pearls.
Oh,
Purely decorative though.
oh.
We don't have anything fancy here. But that's from Frozen Far expeditions. So everyone's been stolen from.
Interesting. Well,
We
let's
don't
go.
have. Unfortunately, we don't have any coin. We're all poor here.
Gee,
Yeah. The other towns have pretty much abandoned us. Bastards. And because of the whole location we're in, there's no connecting like streets from like the town. We have the mountains blocking it, so or the quarrying, I mean, so like nobody, there's no trade routes here. We really have no support. Poor
who would
little.
put it?
Sorry,
Who would put a town here?
the ancestors, I guess. That's usually my answer.
Seems like a bad idea.
And before the castle got destroyed, it was much more better.
Hmm. What happened to the castle?
Orc raid.
Orc raid?
Yeah, many years ago.
Well, that doesn't sound too pleasant.
No, it isn't. And
Okay.
with the ferry out of commission, because of the stupid winter, no travel there either, so we're pretty much screwed.
Mm.
We just live on whatever we can get out of the lake, whatever meat we can get there, and whatever livestock survive. But we're all pretty pissed. So sorry if
Well,
I've been kind of rude.
it's understandable. If the lake is your best source of any type of income, why haven't why are the docks not better taken care of?
Again, we don't really have the manpower or the coin to support repairing that, and yeah, we just get what we can over the ice. Just gotta drill into it.
So, Ari, I guess kind of a backstory meta question.
Hmm.
How did we get here? Like, did we walk here?
I assumed you walked here, yeah.
Okay, so there is a path in and out of Caer-Konig.
Yeah, there is a path to one of the other towns.
The Caer-Dinaval.
Yes, the only other connecting path.
Got it. Okay.
The only other way to get here is traversing the giant snow tundra mountains and stuff.
I see.
As
Okay.
far as actual roads, there's just one.
And is Loch Denishir fully frozen over?
It's not the entire lake, but most of it, yes.
Okay.
There's some towns that are located in a spot that isn't totally frozen over. You can still fish, but mostly. And our neighbor, Caer-Konig, is pretty much in the same, similar to us, but even less, uh, you know, less support. They only have a population of 100.
How many here?
Sorry? Could you say that
How
again,
many,
please?
how many people are in Caer-Konig?
150.
150.
Well, 155 now, because we're here.
Yeah, but we're not residents. We're not staying here.
Well, for now, we're a resident. We're helping out. We reside where we live. And right now, we're living here.
Alright, so you guys eventually get to Frozen Far Expeditions. This shop from the outside seems to have like separate connecting building to it that kind of is juts out the side. Some sort of wood-based second building. But it is a small establishment with a door in the front and a sign that says Frozen Far Expeditions. You do hear some dogs woof, 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 from the back.
Chime would immediately get very poofy, like a very angry cat.
Alright, so Trovas is stumbling towards and says, we're gonna see. It's not. It's Nas. 8 Nas. We're gonna say 8 Nas. 8 Nas Swift is the owner here. He's a good guy. Alright, as he opens the door, you see a 50 or so aged male human. As the cold breeze pushes through, it's got a bunch of hooks and bags and packs and all kinds of invention gear on the walls and the desks and stuff. As Trovis stumbles in with the rest of you, he says, "Oh, it's Aitnus, come on, give old Trovis a hug." And he gives him a hug. "Hey, Trovis, you've been drinking again. I can tell by the smell." Trovis says. So these are my these are
There's a time he doesn't drink?
yeah, there's times. They've been pretty few and far between lately.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Good to know.
Trovis says, "Yeah, these are newcomers to our town, and they've graciously offered to help with our thieving problem. But they need some help getting out there. They need some dog sleds, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And I assume dogs with those.
Yes.
Alright, so he says, how many sleds are you thinking about?
How
Two.
many can sled hold?
You need six dogs to pull a sled, depending on the weight. And here it is. Okay. So yeah, the sled weighs 300 pounds. One driver, and then a bunch of gear and stuff.
Okay, so how much, like, if we throw Vonrick on one, can we add other people to it, or, like, is he it?
You can add people and gear to it. Because are you having cargo? Probably not.
Just
So,
us, but I just want to make sure we can get all 5 of us on one sled.
You're not getting me and all those people on the sled. Sorry.
yeah, one
Oh,
sled's
yeah.
not gonna cut it.
Okay, so how much is 2 sleds?
40
With
gold.
with old speaker discount over here.
Trover says, right, this will be my treat.
Your treat, great. Awesome. Thanks, Trovis. So we'll take 2 sleds with 2 sets of dogs. And if you want to throw in maybe some rations, and if you have any like extra cold weather gear, maybe some mountain climbing gear just in case. If you have like a really cool white cloak, we'll take one of those. You can just put it on Trovis's tab.
The Atlas, he kind of sighs and face palms a little bit and says, "No, Trovis, I know you mean well, but if you think I'm gonna give these things just for free, and I'm not gonna do that. You know we can't. You know the town. You can't afford me doing
We are
this."
going to bring the sleds and the dogs back. These are just loaners. I understand that you had some things stolen from you as well. We were originally told about the break-ins by the girls over at the Northern Light. And we're trying to help the town in general. I understand your predicament, so the extras. If we need certain things, we can definitely put some gold up. But if you could loan us the sleds and dogs, we will bring them back. We're not trying to keep them, and we will try to retrieve your pearls as well as the other things, the 2 goats that were taken and the lantern that was taken, and try to put an end to the break-ins in general.
He says, "Well, Trovis seems to like you, but I don't really trust people I don't know. I'll give it on
Hi,
a deposit, let
hi.
alone."
I shake his hand and I say, "Now you know me."
Still, it's nothing against you. I just feel like for 5 gold, I'll allow this alone.
All right,
Fine.
I'll give you as a deposit that we get back when we bring everything back. Correct?
Yeah.
Deal. I'll hand him the 5 gold for the deposit.
All right. Now, one sled is gonna be able to pull, let's see, about 300 or so pounds of person or gear. And also, it's going to be awkward to stack people side by side on one sled.
Yeah, we're gonna need at least 2 sleds.
Alright. Unfortunately, I'm not made of dogs. So I won't have enough dogs to unfortunately support both sleds, though. That's the only thing.
How many dogs do you have?
I have... I have 9 dogs.
And 6 is what you need to pull at full speed a full sled.
Yes.
Yep, and I'm a big girl.
Well,
Can't you pull a sled?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I pull a sled?
Uh-huh.
Probably so.
as long as we take it slow, would we be able to get away with having 6 and 3 if the 3 are only pulling, 2 or 3 of 2 of the lightest people?
You'd be at a much slower pace, but
I will be able to help pull the sled with 3 dogs.
Are you weirdly strong, Ashtar?
Something like that.
Oh,
I'll walk over to the wall. Is there like harnesses on the wall?
yeah.
I'll try and find one that could fit around my chest and waist with the drag string going down alongside my tail.
He kind of looks at you, but alright, if that works.
I've got so many questions and I'm not even asking them. Sure, okay.
Ashtar, you don't have to do that. I can.
It's not a problem.
Well, I know it's not a problem. I'm just saying that you don't have to because I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
I know, but you cannot move as fast as I can.
have you seen the size of her legs? I think she can.
Agreed. They are imposing, but she will be troubled by the snow,
She's
whereas
covered
I
in-
will not.
You're cool. Okay. All right. Well, you know better than me. I'm just gonna be chilling on the thing anyway. So on the sled. All right. 2 sleds, bunch of dogs, Ashtar in a harness. Great. great doing business with you.
Alright, make sure you bring it all back. And the
No
dogs.
problem. Oh, yeah, I do promise that. We're not gonna let anything happen to the dogs.
He said,
Are we sure about that?
Eightness.
A question.
yes?
If the dogs are released from their harnesses, will they just run back to you?
No.
Okay,
Is there a command we can give them to send them back to you?
No, they're not that trained. They're
Ashtar,
just trained to pull the sled.
you and I need to have a talk about mind reading.
Did you read a mind?
No, you read mine because I was getting ready to ask that.
It's a simple question.
He says, Joshua, we got some customers. Here's a list as a dwarf female comes out of the back. She is looks very strongly built, like a really stout dwarf.
What's her name?
Jarthra. Jarthra comes out and says, "Yep, I'll get those right away. But first," as he approaches the party, she approaches the party. Do you need a guide? I'll offer my services. It's pretty difficult out there in the cold.
Guide like survival or like tracking?
Wilderness, so survival. Can do a bit of tracking.
How much?
You're looking to come and help out the town as well, huh?
Yeah, sure. If the
At
gold
this
is
point,
right.
We're not getting any gold.
Do you not have the gold to pay me?
Oh, yeah, Trovis will take care of it.
Aetna says, no. I have to put my foot down on this. I have a...
How?
Jonathan and I have a business relationship with her guiding. So this is my own thing. Sorry.
How much is it for your services, sir?
Uh,
How about a map?
a map?
I mean, you've got to sell maps here, right?
We do have a map. Yes.
Great.
It's
What's that, like a...
It's locked somewhere in the back. I'll have to look for it, but we definitely do have a map. It's not really everything marked, but it's a good deal.
Well, if you can tell me roughly where things are, I can confirm them on the map, and I can take care of filling in the rest myself.
Yes.
How much are your services?
Services are 2 silver per day. Nope, that's gold. 2 gold per day.
Oof. How long to get to Kelvin's Cairn and back?
Kelvin's Cairn. Kelvin's Cairn. 2. Hold on. It is. It's a good distance. Okay. Nope, that's right. Sorry, I'm trying to find the distance.
No problem.
Nope, that's that. Doesn't say the distance from here. It is, I think, a few miles. Yeah.
How long is that in days?
It's to get to the mountain. It's not too long. It's, let's say, a day or 2. The mountain is pretty vast, though.
And
So,
then
yeah.
to get back. So 4 days worth of survival checks of guidance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know every single pit patch to snow here, but I can certainly help. Yeah, I'd be your guide.
You don't sound too gold confident.
No, I'm pretty confident. I just don't know where you're going. If you're going to the mountain, I can get you to the mountain. But
He asked you specifically, though, how long it would take to get.
2 days. Okay, it's 2 days.
So we pay you for 4 days and you get us there and back again.
Yeah, I will do. Yep, I will do that.
See, there's that confidence we want to hear.
So just beeline, eh? Straight to the mountain. No specific
Right.
spots. Because the
Well,
mountain's pretty large.
we're trying to track down the thief that's been ravaging your town.
The ones that stole your goats.
No, they're pearls. Goats are from the tavern.
The ones that stole your pearls.
Right, okay. Well, we'll track. You think they're headed that way, eh?
Man, the Canadian just jumps out.
um, yes, there was tracks.
Isocross, Canada, same thing, right?
The tracks leading from the Northern Light, where their thing was stolen, lantern was stolen, headed up towards Kelvin's Cairn. So that's the single only lead we have.
Alright, yeah, I can get you there.
So your typical guide fare is 2 gold per day.
Yes. 2 gold
You
per
can't
day.
give- You can't give any discount for the fact that we're not even getting paid to help the town that you live in.
Make a persuasion check.
Not go very well. There needs to guilt trip check somewhere. Or did it not roll?
You only get the guilt trip check if you by gaining the feat guilt trip from playing a Catholic and or Jewish mother.
It rolled a 6, but it didn't actually.
Southern mothers do all right on that crap, too, let me tell you.
Did you drop it into the box or did you drop it onto your sheet?
No,
There
I
it goes.
Oh, there it is.
There's a 1. I
Ouch.
dropped it on the box and it rolled a 6. Bounced all over the place, but then whatever. Either way, a 6 or a 1 doesn't.
She says, look, I do business and I like my business and I don't ship out things for free, even if it's for the town or not, as you say. But, I'll, yeah, I'll, if you want a guide to help you get there, so you don't get lost, and you know how to possibly avoid more dangers, you don't want to get eaten by yetis. Yeah, I'm here. But I'm charging what I charge. And if you can't afford it, then you have to go on the expedition without me. That's just what it is.
There's Yetis in this area.
Oh yeah. Yetis are pretty common. They don't come near towns, but once you get further off towards the mountains, they are known to wander.
Interesting.
Eightness starts talking about his time adventuring, and you can immediately see as Jarthra uh, takes the conversation uh, between the two of them. She's smiling, he's smiling. They seem to be know each other quite well.
Ooh la la. Okay, so we're guessing 4 days, so that's 16 gold. No, 8
8
gold. Oh Jesus, I'm bad at math. I will give her the 8 gold.
I don't know. Do we really feel like we need it?
You tell me before I give her 8 gold.
For now. For when you get back.
I mean, if any of you are pretty good at wilderness survival, you might not. Yeah, you'll probably need me. What am I saying? You'll need me.
I'm pretty good at wilderness survival.
Same.
Not as good as me, though. Because I've
I've
been here
lived
so
alone
long.
for years. I've lived alone for years in the wild.
Not this wild, my friend.
Okay, I give her 4 gold.
Alright. When do you want to get going?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning it is.
Give the dogs time to get rested and fed up.
Yep, we'll get the dogs ready to go. Get your sleds.
I
What
would like a
else?
little. I would like a little time to practice with the sled, if that's all right.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll teach you some dog sledding tricks, how to keep them going. Gotta keep them healthy. You don't overburden them. You can only travel 1 hour before you need to have the dogs rest.
How heavy did you say the sleds are?
Without anything on them, they are 300 pounds.
Okay. Vonrick, I'll need your help.
Doing what?
Practicing.
All right.
You're not going to strap a harness to him too, are you?
No, he'll sit in it. I just need some weight.
Understandable.
I think he might have just called you fat.
No,
I'm just
stout,
well built.
thick.
With C's.
I am one big girl, and I know it.
And that is a perfect moment to end the first episode. Alright, guys. So this was the first episode of the Far-Flung Adventures. To summarize, you've gotten a couple quests. One long term, one more short term. Or not as long term. Because the other one is like multiple towns. But yeah, so that is where we're stopped. You're ready to go on an expedition towards Coatlan's Cairn, the local short mountain. Investigating the thieves of the town you're in, Caer-Konig. You've hired yourself an guide. Make sure you're marking all the gold and stuff you've been paying.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be ready to make our way. All right,
Alright.
this was
Sounds
fun. Next
Yes.
week.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Ari.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you, sir.
problem. All right, take care, everybody.
Good
You
night.
too.
Good night.
all.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, chat.
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody a long time ago commented, "It's a sandwich," and I'm not sure when that was done.
I was probably talking about the meal.
Maybe. Anyway, good night. Bye.
Good night.
Night. Bye.
Good night.